Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a swatch video of the new Urban Decay Moondust palette. This palette does retail for $49 and it's already in store and online. Alright, so this is what the palette looks like. It's nice. It's like really nice and glittery, and then Moondust is like, I don't know, like carved into there. I don't really know how to explain it. But it does have 8 of their new Moondust shades. Supposedly these are like brand new, never before seen Moondust shadows. I do really enjoy Moondust shadows. I don't own that many because they're kind of expensive. They're like $20 for like one. And I really can't bring myself to buy just one for like $20. So I don't really own that many, but I do own a few, and they are super glittery. So this palette is definitely for a glittery girl. But yeah, I'm going to do my normal arm swatches. I'm going to be doing it one pass with like just the brush and my bare arm, and then another one with what would I call this? Kind of like a base. I'm going to use the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk. Because these shades really aren't meant to be like super duper pigmented. It's more like for like the glittery aspect. Because it's like moon dust. It's like dust. I don't know. So, I mean, I don't really view these as like super pigmented, like blue glitter. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Alright, but enough blabbering. Let's just get right into it. Okay, so here is the front of the Moondust palette. It is hard plastic, very glittery. Like I said, the letters are really indented in there. The glitter is like in the palette, you know, it doesn't fall off of the palette like some palettes that I own. And when you open the palette, here you have 8 brand new Moondust shades to Urban Decay. As you can see, that they are very glittery, really pretty. You do have an assortment of colors. Obviously, this isn't a palette that you can just do a whole eye look with, but they are very beautiful. And as far as the pan size, I would say that it is probably the size of a quarter. Like, as in money. Does that make sense? Okay. Alright, as y'all can see, I already laid down my NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk as the base for some of the swatches. And as always, I'm going to be going in with my Too Faced Teddy Bear All Over Shadow Brush to do the swatches. Alright, the first shade I have here is called Spectre. And it is a soft pink with tonal sparkle. Now, y'all know that I don't like doing finger swatches because I feel like it's not accurate, but I really do feel like Moondust shadows perform better when you do pat it on with your finger, and also, like I said, with a base, or if you use it wet. So that's why it's not really showing up too well. I did state before, these aren't supposed to be super crazy pigmented shadows. I'm going to go back in with Spectre on a brush on top of this white base. Now, I don't know if y'all can definitely see that, but it does have some sparkle to it. It is really pink and peachy. I think it looks really nice. When you put it on top of this base, it looks to me like a metallic. Alright, this next shade I have here is called Element, and it is a peach with a pink shift and sparkle. Looks more burnt orange to me than a peach. Alright, now we're going back in with Element on top of the white base. This is looking more like fire red to me. And with this white base, I'm not really dragging, I'm more patting than dragging. So these two are Element, the more orangey ones, not the pink one. Alright, this next shade I have here is Magnetic, which is purple with a blue sparkle. That's really cute. Now here is Magnetic on top of this white base. You see how it just makes it stand out more being on top of a base? I really do think that that's what these shadows are made for. And can you imagine using that shade like wet? Oh, it would be stunning. And the last shade we have in the first row is called Light Year, which is a vivid saturated green. And here is Light Year on top of the white base. Even without the white base, that one's actually pretty pigmented. Has really nice, like, pretty blue glitters. Okay, so here we got our first row of shades. As you can tell, just by using your finger, it's way more glittery than putting it on top of a base. But what I will say is when you put it on top of a base, it comes off more metallic-y rather than glittery. I don't know if that makes sense. I mean, I think it's really pretty. I'm really liking this. All right, the first color we have in the second row is called Granite, and it is a black with multicolored sparkle. I'm getting more of a gray vibe from that one. Now here we have Granite on top of this white base. Yeah, it looks like way more charcoal here. All right, the next shade we have here is called Lithium, which is brown with a 3D sparkle. Iridescent 3D sparkle, my mistake. That one is absolutely gorgeous. I love that shade. Now here is Lithium on top of the white base. Yeah, this definitely brings out way more darker brown. It actually looks a little bit less pigmented than when you do it with your finger. Like I said, it just gives it that like metallic-y look. It doesn't really give it that glittery look that you would get if you just swatched it with your finger. This next shade I have here is called Vega, which is a bright blue with tonal sparkle. And here is Vega on top of the white base. Yeah, it definitely takes away some of that blue. Actually, a lot of that blue. But it's still really pretty. Like I said, very metallic-y. Alright, and this last shade I have here is called Galaxy, which is a smoky blue-gray with iridescent sparkle. That one is super beautiful as well. Gosh, I'm liking these way better with the finger swatches rather than having a base. And here is Galaxy with the white base. Yeah, really takes away like the glitter. Just makes it really metallic and less awesome. Alright, y'all, so here is the second row of shades. I gotta say, I'm liking the finger swatches way more than adding a base with it. I mean, they're pretty pigmented. I was really expecting it to just be really glittery, like the other Moondust shadows that I own. And I did hear a lot of people complaining about how theirs weren't pigmented, and I'm definitely not seeing that with this. I really think that I am going to definitely love this palette. Alright everyone, that is it for my Urban Decay Moondust swatches. I gotta say, I am feeling a little bit better about this purchase. Once again, it is $49. But when reading all the reviews that I saw like on Sephora, like Ulta, they weren't really that positive. A lot of people were complaining about, oh, it's not pigmented, it's just a bunch of glitter. But in my head, I was like, that's what it's supposed to be. Like, Moondust shadows are supposed to be glittery. But as y'all saw with like the finger swatches, and that's what it suggests. It suggests to actually apply the eyeshadow better with your finger or with a wet brush. I'm not talking like soaking wet, just like spray a little bit, you know, with a little spray bottle, and then it'll be good to go. So I'm actually very surprised that I enjoy this as much as I do. I really do like the second row of shadows more than the first, but I really do love this palette. And for what you're getting, I mean, like I said, the Moondust shadow is like one on their own. Let me actually look into the math of that so I don't sound stupid. So a regular size Moondust shadow is 0.05 ounces and they are $21 a piece. So each one of these is 0.02 ounces, but it is $49 for 8 of them. So to me, it's worth it. I am obsessed with glitter. I'm a really glittery person. So I feel like this palette is going to be great for me. It's not for everyone. It's not a palette that you can just take with you, you know, traveling and just to rely on this one palette. Like, you're gonna need other shades to do a whole eye look, but that's fine by me, you know. The packaging is cute, it's nice, small, it's really sturdy. I am really glad that I purchased this palette. I honestly definitely am, and I'm not just saying that because I like Urban Decay. Like I mentioned earlier, these are supposedly all brand new shades, so you can't get them in the single eyeshadow pot. What are they called? Eyeshadow pan? They're not really pans. Whatever. So you can't really buy them individually. So these are supposed to be all brand new shades. I love it. There's really nothing else I can tell you besides that I love it. I would put this all over my face if I could. But yeah, if y'all got this palette, let me know down below if you liked it, or if you didn't like it, or if you kept it, or if you returned it. I am definitely keeping mine. Some palettes I'm like, I'm on the edge, but this one I am for sure keeping. So yeah, sound off below. And if you haven't already and you would like, you can subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up if you liked my swatches. I mean, I decided to do the swatches also on a base just so you could see what it would look like on a base, but I think these shadows performed well on their own without the base. Gotta be dead and honest with y'all. But yeah, some videos to come. I do have a little like mini like lipstick swatch video, but it's also going to be a giveaway. Be excited. I also have the Kat Von D Serpentina palette. I thought I was going to call it Spectra. Serpentina palette, I'll do some swatches of those. I also read some pretty bad reviews on that as well, so I'll go ahead and give that a shot because that palette was expensive. But yeah, and also, you know what's coming up? My 1-year YouTube anniversary. So I'm sure y'all can imagine I'm gonna be doing something for that. But yeah, that is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, stay golden. Bye. This palette does retail for well, at least it's empty. Okay. Not okay.